Tau begets 1, 1 begets 2, 2 begets 3, 3 begets all things, and all things return to 1. In the last video, we explained Tau begets 1, along with the logical philosophical correlation between the three, matter, energy and nothingness. Then in this video we will explain 1 life and 2. The Tau gives birth to 1. It is to derive a minimal thing, with actual attributes known subjectively from factors that are completely unidentifiable, that is, from formlessness to form. So, 1 refers to the smallest things that are subjectively known to have actual properties. Then, 2 refers to the combination of the smallest things that are subjectively known to have similar properties. So, 1 begets 2 represents things moving forward. Now let's explain the 1 in Tau begets 1. This 1 refers to the smallest things that are subjectively known to have actual properties. For example, planets, human beings, chickens, trees, iron, molecules, and everything seen and thought in the world all belong to the 1. Why do all these belong to the 1? Because these are the smallest things that we can know subjectively and have actual properties. Here one may ask, can't all those substances smaller than iron, electrons, atoms, quanta, and even smaller than quanta be called 1? Of course they can, as long as it is the smallest thing, with actual properties that you can know subjectively. We can call it 1. For example, from the subjective consciousness of a scientist, the smallest matter is a quantum, and that quantum represents the 1 in the eyes of the scientist. And from the subjective consciousness of a child, the smallest substance is mud or stone. Then mud and stone represent the 1 in the eyes of the child. In short, everyone's subjective consciousness starting point will be different. That is to say, the 1 in Tau begets 1 represents the source from which things develop. With this source, things will continue to develop, and this development is 1 life, 2 lives. For example, scientists think, with quantum, there will be electrons. With electrons there will be atoms. With atoms there will be everything in the world. And children think, with mud you can build castles. With castles you can be a prince. And with a prince you can marry a princess. In short, this source is everywhere. Everything you see, everything you point to, everything you think about is the source of the development of things. It's like a circle. Any point can be the starting point of the circle. Let's go back to the 2 in 1 life and 2. This 2 refers to the combination of the smallest things that are subjectively known to have similar properties. An important piece of information here is that the objects in the combination must have similar properties. For example, 1. A planetary system can be formed by combining a planet with a moon, or by combining a planet with multiple moons. In rare cases, of course, it can be made up of multiple planets with multiple moons. But no matter how they are combined, the properties of the planets and moons are very similar to each other. Example 2. A family in the human race can be made up of 1 man and 1 woman, or it can be made up of 1 man and multiple women. Of course, in rare cases, it can be a combination of more than 1 man and 1 woman. But no matter how they are combined, the attributes between the man and the woman are similar because both are human beings. And it is impossible for a human being to form a family with livestock whose attributes are completely different. This is because such a combination would not be able to reproduce and keep things moving forward, which would go against the laws of the Tau operation. Example 3. An atom in microphysics can be formed by combining 1 electron with 1 nucleus, or by combining multiple electrons with 1 nucleus, or by combining multiple electrons with multiple nuclei. But no matter how they are combined, electrons and atoms have very similar properties to each other, and electrons are certainly not independently combinable with molecules, because the difference in properties is too great for further combinations into new substances. All of the above combinations are combinations of the smallest things, known subjectively to have similar properties. This combination is the 2 in 1 life, 2. Many people like to take 1 life and 2 literally as 1 becoming 2, which is very wrong. And the real meaning of 1 life, 2 is that it represents things moving forward. Since the Tau begets 1 is a determinable fact from an indeterminable factor, from formlessness to form, 1 begets 2 is these tangible things moving forward in combination. At this point a problem arises here, and that problem is that in order for things to move forward in combination, then the new things that are formed in the combination must produce new properties. If the properties of the new thing remain the same as the old thing, then the meaning of the combination is lost. In order to combine things with new attributes, the 1 in one life and 2 must be something with 2 or more attributes. These 2 attributes are called yin and yang. Everything in the universe is formed in the constant combination of yin and yang, and this alternation of yin and yang is also called binary. For example, man and woman form human society in the constant combination of reproduction, and positive and negative electrons form different shapes of matter in the constant combination of splitting. In short, the positive side of everything cannot exist without the negative side, and the negative side of everything cannot exist without the positive side, and once detached, it will be destroyed.